The declaration that 99.7% of Mongolia is completely empty isn't always accurate. Mongolia is a landlocked country placed in Central Asia, recognized for its sizable and diverse landscapes. While Mongolia has a fantastically low population density, it does not imply that the general public of us is empty. Mongolia has a land place of approximately 1.6 million rectangular kilometers. The populace of Mongolia is around 3 million human beings. This means that the populace density is surprisingly low as compared to extra densely populated countries. However, most people of the population are focused in urban regions, in particular inside the capital metropolis of Ulaanbaatar. Mongolia's landscape includes diverse geographical capabilities, inclusive of mountains, deserts, grasslands, and taiga forests. It is home to several national parks and protected regions inclusive of the Gobi Desert, Altai Mountains, and Kovskoe Lake. These areas might also have fewer populations due to their faraway and tough environments, but they may no longer be completely empty. While Mongolia does have huge uninhabited regions, in particular inside of rural regions, it is defied to assert that 99.7% of the country is empty. It is vital to be cautious approximate the information to make certainty of the accuracy of records earlier than making such claims. Mongolia's sparse populace is basically attributed to its particular geographical and environmental factors. The country's nomadic herding lifestyle, which has been an essential part of Mongolian subculture for hundreds of years, also contributes to the distribution of populace across the considerable land. Nomadic herding has traditionally been the #1 livelihood for many Mongolians. It includes moving lively stock inclusive of horses, sheep and goats across exclusive grazing areas searching for clean pasture and water assets. This nomadic way of life has caused a dispersed population, with herders settling in diverse areas to make certain of the properly being of their animals. The challenges posed by means of Mongolia's climate and terrain also play a position in the distribution of population. The use of reports severe continental weather conditions with long, harsh winters and brief, warm summers. The widespread steppes and arid deserts ensure areas much less appropriate for permanent settlements, leading to an awareness of the populace in greater habitable areas. Despite the fantastically low populace density, Mongolia has had visible urbanization and infrastructure development in the latest years. The capital metropolis, Ulaanbaatar, has experienced sizable growth with a populace exceeding 1.4 million human beings. Rapid urbanization has been followed by improved transportation networks, modern-day amenities, and academic and healthcare centers. Efforts are being made to deal with the developmental disparities between urban and rural regions in Mongolia. The government has initiated applications to get entry to higher education, healthcare, and infrastructure in rural communities. Investments are being made to enhance street connectivity and self-financial activities outside of city centers. Mongolia's empty spaces are additionally present for possibilities for sustainable land management practices and conservation projects. The country has a completely unique system of blanketed regions, countrywide parks, and nature reserves that intend to keep its natural and cultural history. These areas function as crucial sanctuaries for wildlife, which include migratory birds, endangered species, and endemic flowers. Efforts are underway to sell sustainable land control practices along with rotational grazing and accountable mining to mitigate the environmental effects and ensure the long-term viability of Mongolia's ecosystems. Local communities, government companies, and non-governmental companies are participating to locate revolutionary solutions that balance monetary improvement with ecological preservation. Mongolia's huge and moderately populated areas also provide specific possibilities for journey tourism and ecotourism. Travelers from around the sector are attracted to Mongolia's pristine herbal beauty, cultural history, and opportunities for out-the-doors activities like hiking, horseback riding, and natural world statement. Local groups are embracing sustainable tourism practices which make a contribution to their livelihoods whilst keeping the country's fragile ecosystems. Mongolia does have an exceptionally low population density. Whilst there are massive uninhabited regions, Mongolia is a diverse and colourful country with a wealthy nomadic background, unique landscapes, and a developing urban populace. Understanding the factors that contribute to the distribution of population and the continuing efforts to increase rural regions is vital for an extra correct portrayal of Mongolia's demographics and its ongoing social and monetary dynamics. The sustainable expanses of uninhabited land in Mongolia provide a glimpse into the untouched natural beauty and offer a haven for wildlife. The country is understood for its particular ecosystems and is domestic to numerous rare and endangered species, including the snow leopard, Gobi endure, and the wild batrakan camel. The covered areas and national parks in Mongolia serve as important conservation sites, retaining the biodiversity and imparting opportunities for scientific research. Furthermore, the emptier regions of Mongolia offer a sense of tranquility and solitude, attracting vacationers looking for a getaway from the hustle and bustle of urban existence. The wide open areas, rolling grasslands, and rugged mountains give unique possibilities for exploration and self-discovery. Visitors can immerse themselves inside the nomadic way of existence, staying in traditional Mongolian yurts and experiencing the rich cultural heritage of the country. The vacancy of shore regions in Mongolia does now not equate to a lack of fee or importance. These areas are regularly inhabited by nomadic herders who have evolved a deep expertise of the land and its resources. Their sustainable practices and harmonious coexistence with nature were instrumental in keeping Mongolia's sensitive ecosystems for hundreds of years. It is crucial to word that at the same time as the term empty can be used to describe certain regions of Mongolia, it does now not decrease their significance. These regions play an important position in keeping ecological sustainability, helping the livelihoods of nomadic herders and contributing to the general cultural fabric of the country. There has been an expanded recognition of selling sustainable improvements in Mongolia. The government, along with international organizations and local groups, is operating towards hanging stability by keeping Mongolia's herbal background and selling accountable economic increase. Efforts are being made to make certain that improvement tasks remember environmental conservation, cultural upkeep, and the property being of nearby groups. While Mongolia has full-size areas with a low population density, Mongolia's specific landscape, nomadic historical past, and numerous ecosystems make contributions to its rich cultural and environmental tapestry. Recognizing the importance of those regions both in terms of preservation and their ability for sustainable tourism is important for understanding and appreciating the real essence of Mongolia. Mongolia's carefully populated areas additionally preserve significant capability for economic development, specifically in sectors that include mining and renewable power. The country is thought of for its considerable mineral resources such as coal, copper, gold, and uranium. Mining operations in Mongolia have attracted foreign investment and contributed to the country's economic growth. However, there's a sensitive balance to be struck between useful resource extraction and environmental renovation to ensure the sustainable improvement of these areas. In latest years, Mongolia has also been exploring its capacity for renewable power. The country has abundant wind and sun resources, especially in its empty and faraway areas. Projects are underway to harness those renewable resources of power, decreasing Mongolia's reliance on fossil fuels and contributing to global efforts in preventing climate change. The improvements of renewable energy infrastructure in those regions can also deliver financial opportunities and improve the livelihoods of neighborhood groups. Moreover, the vacancy of Mongolia's sizable landscapes offers opportunities for clinical studies and exploration. Researchers from diverse fields such as geology, archaeology, and biology are drawn to Mongolia to look at its unique geological formations, historic artifacts, and uncommon species. The country's emptier regions provide unexplored territories that preserve the potential for brand spanking new discoveries and insights into the herbal international. It is critical to recognize that the perception of vacancy in Mongolia is relative and relies upon one's angle. While some areas may appear to be without human habitation, they may be regularly rich in herbal and cultural heritage. These regions offer a sanctuary for wildlife, assist conservational ways of lifestyles, and provide a retreat for those searching for solitude and with reference to nature. The concept that 99.7% of Mongolia is completely empty oversimplifies the complex dynamics of the country. While Mongolia has a low population density and great uninhabited areas, it's far from a land with rich cultural traditions and diverse ecosystems and financial potential. Understanding the sensitive stability between preservation, sustainable development, and the nicety being of local communities is important when considering the utilization and appreciation of Mongolia's empty spaces. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and remember to hit that subscribe button for more content like this. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below and be sure to check out our other videos on this channel.